She walks into a room and says nothing. Within minutes, everyone around her has revealed their deepest secrets without knowing why. The married colleague mentions his failing marriage. The confident manager admits her imposter syndrome. The tough guy shares his childhood trauma. That's not empathy, that's power. Everyone talks about INFJ women like they're just gentle empaths, floating through life with their feelings on their sleeves, but that's the biggest misconception in personality psychology. These women possess strategic psychological powers that most people never recognize, let alone understand. There's a reason they make up less than 1% of all women, and it has nothing to do with being nice. It's about wielding quiet influence that can reshape entire systems without anyone noticing until it's already done. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 8 specific powers that make this possible. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you're looking for a deeper understanding of yourself and your INFJ personality, browse our favorite INFJ products in the description and click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test, Power 1, Archetypal Vision. While other women get caught up in trends and surface drama, INFJ females see life through the lens of myth and pattern. They're not asking what's popular right now, they're asking what story is being told and where it leads. This isn't just daydreaming, it's strategic thinking on a timeline most people can't even perceive. When everyone else is focused on the immediate crisis, she's already mapping out how this connects to larger cycles of human behavior. She reads situations like ancient texts, looking for the deeper meaning that reveals what comes next. This archetypal vision makes her seem disconnected from the moment, but she's actually operating from a much more sophisticated understanding of how life unfolds. Power 2. Emotional alchemy. Here's where people get INFJ women completely wrong. They think sensitivity equals weakness, but watch what happens when an INFJ woman experiences pain or witnesses injustice. She doesn't just feel it, she transforms it into purposeful action. This isn't about crying and moving on. This is about taking raw emotional data and processing it through her internal logic system until it becomes fuel for systemic change. She'll take a personal betrayal and turn it into a nonprofit organization or witness workplace discrimination and quietly build the case that changes company policy forever. Other people process emotions to get over them. INFJ women process emotions to create something that ensures it doesn't happen to others. That's not sensitivity, that's emotional engineering. Power 3, strategic silence. This might be the most misunderstood power of all. When an INFJ woman goes quiet, people assume she's being passive or withdrawn, but her silence is actually a calculated tool. She's creating space that forces others to reveal their true intentions. Watch what happens in a room when she stops talking. Suddenly, everyone else starts filling the void, and in doing so, they show her exactly who they really are. Her presence becomes magnetic, not because she's performing, but because she's creating a gravitational pull that draws out authenticity from others. This strategic silence also protects her energy while gathering intelligence. She's not being antisocial, she's being efficient. Every word she doesn't say is energy she can use for what actually matters, and every silence creates an opportunity for someone else to show their hand. Power 4, the selective door slam. This isn't the emotional outburst people think it is. When an INFJ woman removes someone from her life, it's surgical precision disguised as sudden coldness. She doesn't slam doors in anger. She closes them strategically after careful analysis. Here's what actually happens. She gives you multiple chances to show your character. Each time you fail her internal assessment, you don't know you're being evaluated, but she's building a case file of your behavior patterns. When she finally acts, it feels instant to you, but she's been preparing for months. The door slam isn't punishment, it's ecosystem protection. She's removing toxic elements before they can contaminate everything she's built. This makes her seem heartless to people who don't understand that her empathy is exactly why she has to be so ruthless about boundaries. Power 5. Hyperfocus intuition. This goes way beyond normal intuition. INFJ women can read the emotional weather of any situation like a human barometric pressure system. They know when someone is lying, not because of obvious tells, but because something in the energy doesn't align. She'll walk into a room and immediately sense the undercurrents that everyone else is pretending don't exist. She knows when couples are fighting, even when they're acting happy. She can tell when someone is about to quit their job before they've even admitted it to themselves. This isn't magic, it's pattern recognition on steroids. Her brain processes micro expressions, vocal tones, and energy shifts at a level that borders on the supernatural. But this gift comes with a cost. She's constantly bombarded with information most people can't handle, which is why she needs so much alone time to process it all. Power 6. Radical authenticity. Here's where INFJ women become truly dangerous to systems built on pretense. While other people adapt and conform to fit in, she refuses to compromise her core values even when it costs her opportunities. This isn't stubbornness, it's strategic authenticity. She knows that betraying herself to gain acceptance creates a house of cards that will eventually collapse. So instead, she presents her true self and lets the world decide whether it can handle her. This radical authenticity creates magnetic trust with the right people while repelling those who aren't ready for depth. She'd rather have 3 genuine connections than 30 superficial ones, and this choice makes her incredibly powerful because the people who do connect with her know they're getting the real thing. Power 7. Lone wolf resilience. This isn't about being antisocial, it's about understanding that her energy source is fundamentally different from most people. While others recharge through social interaction, she finds spiritual maintenance in solitude. Her alone time is in isolation, it's strategic withdrawal where she processes everything she's absorbed, reconnects with her authentic self, and emerges stronger than before. This makes her incredibly resilient because she doesn't depend on others for emotional regulation. She can face chaos and crisis without being depleted because she knows how to return to her center. This lone wolf resilience means she can stand alone when necessary without losing herself in the process, making her incredibly valuable in situations where others would crumble under pressure. Power 8. Shadow integration. This is where INFJ women become truly dangerous in the best possible way. Most people try to suppress their darker traits, but mature INFJ women learn to integrate their shadow element into their conscious personality. She embraces her capacity for cold logic, her ability to make ruthless decisions, and her talent for strategic manipulation, but she channels these shadow powers through her empathetic framework. This creates someone who is both deeply compassionate and utterly effective. When she combines her natural empathy with her integrated shadow traits, she becomes capable of creating change that others can't even imagine. She can be gentle enough to heal trauma and strategic enough to dismantle systems that cause it. This integration makes her genuinely formidable because she's no longer fighting against parts of herself. She's weaponized every aspect of her personality in service of her values, making her one of the most powerful forces for transformation in any environment. These 8 powers working together create the complete INFJ female archetype, someone who appears gentle but operates with strategic depth, who seems sensitive but possesses incredible resilience, who looks passive but wields quiet influence that can reshape entire systems. These 8 powers reveal why INFJ women are genuinely rare. They're not just sensitive empaths, they're strategic forces of nature operating on levels most people can't perceive. If you recognize these powers in yourself, embrace them. They're not weaknesses disguised as strengths, they're actual superpowers. Check out our other INFJ videos and subscribe for more personality. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click either of the following videos where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.